Hey guys, welcome. It's your girl Black Girl Minimalism. I am doing a read for today is Sunday, right? September 14th, and we're using the Neoteric Feminine deck. And this particular deck I love to use when it's a energy of natural, just a natural essence that we're utilizing to kind of pinpoint where we're at. So the first thing that came up is the Eight of Pentacles, and this has to do with so the Eight of Pentacles look like this, and it has to do with your skill, your talent, craftsmanship, quality, high standards, expertise, mastery, commitment, dedication, and accomplishment. So you're utilizing your skills for maybe mastering a new element in your life, or maybe something that's going to be making you money, because you have the Eight of Pentacles, and Pentacles energy always has to do with your my finances. So yeah, it's very tied into that. So that has to do with like your quality of work, and the quality of work is going to be very high in the standards for it. So we're going to move forward. We're going to do a spread of 12. Hope that you guys are having a beautiful day. I am buttoned up today. Babe has me with my suit and tie on, and I got a cute little briefcase for us to complete the look, but maybe I get a little photo later. But yeah. Next thing that we have coming up, okay, two things came up, is the Knight of Cups, which has to do with idealistic, charming, artistic. This ties into the Eight of Pentacles, the artistic nature, graceful, tactful, diplomatic, mediator, negotiator. So you're going to be slick in your words and how you present to others, and they're going to be connecting with you because it's, okay, so it's blown away. So it's very charismatic. Babe has to go get my card because it flew away. But we'll get to that. I don't know what it was, but we'll get to it in a minute. The King of Pentacles has to do with abundance energy, prosperity, security, ambition, safety, kindness, patriarchy, protectiveness, and provision. So you're protecting your assets, protecting your money. The Star card, you're in the Star card, hope, inspiration, positivity, faith, renewal, healing, rejuvenation. We've been out today running errands, so it's very much been in a positive, abundant vibe because we're prepping for some next steps. The Queen of Swords, which has to do with honest, independent. You're moving in independence, providing constructive criticism. So maybe the conversations that you'll be providing to others will be very constructive in the advice that you're giving. Objective and perceptive, meaning you'll see the ends of both sides. So you'll be able to give advice that's going to be able to touch not only yourself but the other person that's speaking with you, and it might not even be about you, but you'll be able to see all sides to the story. Usually it's three sides to the story: yours, theirs, and the actual truth, and so you're very good at that. So moving forward, what we have coming up next is the Seven of Wands, which has to do with still protectiveness, standing up for yourself, defending yourself, protecting your territory. So you're in a space of just protecting what's yours, okay? And maybe you're being called to that. So a lot of maybe healing vibes, saging, however you protect your vibe, just make sure you do so. The next thing is the Page of Swords, which has to do with curious, witty, chatty, communicative, inspired, vigilant, alert, mentally agile, meaning there's a lot of conversation going on, but you're aware. All right. So what we have coming up is the Ten of Cups. This is full completion vibe. So you're coming into a space of happiness, homecoming, fulfillment, emotional stability, security, domestic harmony. Domestic harmony, I see that as a place of home, or where you feel at home. Next thing, Six of Cups, the home is present yet again. So this has to do with nostalgia, memories, familiarity, healing, comfort. Wherever you're comfortable at, that's where you're headed. And then the next thing coming up is Five of Cups. This has to do with feeling let down, sadness, or mourning. So maybe you're mourning something that you're leaving behind. And then the last thing to come up, okay, let's see what comes up. Last things that come up is the Six of Swords. You're on travel, moving on, departure, leaving something behind. I just spoke to that. We also have the Hermit card. So you're sitting still, reflecting, introspective. You're reflecting on things. So you're going in and taking time for what is your next steps. We also received the Magician card. This has to do with willpower, desire, resourcefulness, skill, ability. Skill came up in the first beginning of the read. Manifestation. You're manifesting what's coming in for you. And the last thing is the King of Swords. So that is reason, authority, discipline, integrity. You're moving with morale. Seriousness, high standards again. So you're putting high standards on yourself. And the last thing facing up is the Lovers. Going into the space of full fulfillment. And it's an angel covered love. Your ancestors are behind you. They're protecting what's yours. And this has to do with love, unions, partnerships, relationships, choices, balance, and unity. So you're coming into a place of unity. And next week, we're moving into Libra season. I love that for me. Next steps. Love you guys. Bye.